Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and today on Tips and Techniques, we're making barbecue sauce. There are a lot of different styles of barbecue sauce, and what we're doing today is a tomato-based sweet barbecue sauce. It's nothing too crazy, a few creative little ideas here and there, but for the most part, it's just a really great jumping off point if you guys want something to start with and then make it your own. All right, so here's a crazy idea. Let's start our tomato-based sauce with tomatoes. We've got Italian tomatoes here. They're those San Marzano type tomatoes that don't come from San Marzano. It's still delicious. And now we're gonna come in with the sweetness. Now, since we're starting with tomatoes and not ketchup, we're gonna have a little bit more sugar than I might see in a ketchup-based recipe. We're starting with a ½ cup of brown sugar. Then we're gonna do a ½ cup of that maple smoked Turbinado sugar to get some extra smokiness and that maple flavor in there as well. And we're gonna do an equal amount of honey for a little bit more acidic sweetness. So here's a fun add. We're also gonna do a ½ cup of pineapple juice. It's sweet and acidic, and that kind of leads us into the next step of the flavor profile, which is the acidity. We've got a ½ cup of apple cider vinegar. And then we're gonna add some mustard. Now, yellow mustard will work, but we're using a Jalapeño mustard today. It's still kind of in that yellow style. But now for the spices. We're gonna do some fresh cracked black pepper. You need 2 tablespoons of it. I really recommend either getting a spice grinder or a small handheld one like this one. The flavor's so much better when it's done fresh versus bought already ground up. I'm going 2 tablespoons of black pepper. So we're gonna add an equal amount now of smoked salt. This is a hickory smoked salt from Noble. That flake salt. It's a little bit larger consistency, so if you're using a different salt, you want to adjust probably a little bit less. Now we've got some smoked paprika for that color and smoke, ground onion, garlic, and a little bit of cayenne. So we gotta break down all those tomatoes. We'll start incorporating those flavors as well before we get this over some heat to reduce. Just wanna blend it up really good. All right, so we got the Dutch oven on the induction burner here to cook this down. I want you to take note of the color of this sauce right now. It's pretty bright and vibrant right now. By the time this thing's done, all those sugars will have caramelized and really darkened. So every stovetop or cook surface is gonna cook a little bit different, but what you're looking for is what we just saw there, where those bubbles start coming up to the surface, and we just wanna gently cook this down at a very gentle simmer until it's thickened. Our sauce has been cooking down for about 20 minutes now. I wouldn't go by that timeline exactly. What you're really looking for is the color and the thickness of the barbecue sauce, so come take a look. Now we can tell this has reduced down the sidewall a bit, but also looking at the bubbles, you see how much bigger they're getting? That's because it's thickened and that sugar has started to caramelize. Now visually, we can also see how much darker it's gotten. Now we haven't gone super thick on this sauce here, although it will thicken up as it cools down. As far as the consistency goes, that's really up to preference. This is hot, so it's pretty fluid right now. Let's get a taste. Well, it easily coats the back of that spoon, which is a good sign. That's awesome. It's just bright and tomatoey. It's definitely sweet, but not like cloyingly sweet. I hate a sauce that's way too sweet. In general, I'd be okay without a sauce, but I'm getting all kinds of great flavors out of this one. For sure picking up on a little bit of garlic. The black pepper really pops, and I love black pepper in a barbecue rub. In fact, that's one thing that I'll look for if I'm trying to pick one out on a shelf. But really the key is balance. You don't want it to be too sweet. Unless you're going for a vinegar-based sauce, you don't want it to be too vinegary. Obviously today we're doing a sweet tomato-based sauce, so we're trying to balance all those flavors. But now that we've tried it just straight out of the jar, I want to put it on some of the chicken we've got on the grill right now. We'll paint it up, let it tack up, and taste it on the meat. So we've got a half chicken that's been on the smoker. It's almost finished. We're just gonna sauce this up here and let it kind of tack on. Since the chicken's warm and the sauce is warm, it won't take long. All right, just a few minutes there to tack up that sauce. Well, it looks great on there. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh. Very nice. Feels really well-rounded. Not too spicy, not too sweet. Just right there in the sweet spot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all of the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.